BluntCut MetalWorks, August 20th, 2021. I'm testing S125V, 67 Rockwell. In other words, I think that besides GDP-189, I don't think there are many stainless steel can reach this hardness. But however, even though this thing, the carbide volume is crazy, I'm testing at 7 degrees per side. Edge angle geometry here, sharpen width and Edge Pro, apex and D-bird at 600 grit diamond plate, and then a few strap with diamond loaded leather at about 40 degrees precise. So in other words, I keep the apex from grounding or convection. And so the edge, even though it's at 600 grit with a little strap, the edge is easily, as I would say in this case, push cut phone book paper. This is the same thing as white page, thickness wise. Anyway, I will do standard test, and then we'll compare with added steel in the later on segment of the video. Anyway, this is 1 inch diameter sisal rope. In other words, 4 of the 1/2 inch diameter tied together. And so I will cut 25 times, and then I whittle bamboo chopstick 10 times. And then take a close-up picture at the worst spot. Basically, cutting areas this right here, mostly push slice, and I'm going to do so. Therefore, I try to whittle bamboo here, and maybe at the P, letter P. Take a close look. This is what the edge look like after cutting the rope and with the bamboo. The entire length, you can see along here, basically have a lot of the deformation from cutting rope and impact to the wood below. And for the width of the bamboo, that's where the most extent damage. This piece right here and this right here. So next to it, you can see these are roll or ripple. These are actually a fracture. In other words, if you push the ripple or the rope beyond certain curvature, when the turning radius is really tight, really short, then it will fracture out or chip out right here. How this compared to the other 11 steel? Here the S125V 67. This were the worst, the fracture or the chip out, or chip, microchips right there. And the magnitude, as compared, it didn't do as well as the M398 and or the 15V. But the magnitude is very low, and the magnitude is, well, the D6 did better. But again, we are comparing, not really equal comparison here. S125V has a lot of very high carbide volume, a little bit higher than M398. But however, the type and a bunch sort of things together. These are chromium and carbide a lot more than S125V, a lot of vanadium. But again, the alloy, the amount of alloy is higher here. So the summary in this case would be this edge here, the S125V, should be fine for the, if it was a kitchen knife or EDC that you're not going to do really, well, again, really hard. I'm at 7 degrees precise. In other words, if you decide to make a straight razor out of this steel, yes, it will support for light duty uses. And if you want to be more stable, then using about 7 degrees precise, 10 degrees precise or so. And of course, you can keep going up to 12. Standard EDC or other edges is about 15 degrees anyway. So we are talking about very thin. So just to remind, 7 degrees precise, 7.5 degrees precise compared to the 15 degrees precise. The 7.5 degrees precise is at least 4 times less volume strength and can be as much as 8 times less, between 4 and 8 times. So therefore, we are not really prefer to etch edge usage. The geometry. I'm doing extreme and to take a look and see how much the plasticity, and so. But all these edges demonstrate that it has full elasticity range, and then they enter the plasticity range. And then finally here, when beyond that, instead of your ductility range, got to deal the S125V here, microchips here. So overall, this edge performed extremely well. Thanks for watching.